Merc80, shouts to Merc80.com from Strange, not Strong J.
It's Merc80.com. We got Strange in the house.
Yes,
Strange. Is it Strange or Strange Love?
Well, the name, the entire name is Strange Love, but most people out and about call me Strange. You know what I mean? So whatever makes you feel comfortable.
So let's get into it. Very first question, per usual, is in your own words, what is your story and how did you fall in love with what you do?
Okay, well, with me, this is like nothing new, you know what I mean? Like I've always loved hip hop. The first CD I ever bought was Warren G Regulator, G-Funk era shit, you know what I mean? And that's what kind of got me into rap. I remember in 4th grade, I wrote my first rap with my boy Rashad, like my brother. And I went to like a Christian school, right? So we did a remake to Redman and Method Man, How High. But it was like a How High, God, some shit. Oh, you know what I mean, whatever, right? So it was cool, you know what I mean? And like at a very early age, like I gained that sense of like vanity. Like that's the only thing I really feel like I need to work on. Like I love being on stage. I'm like that give me your attention type nigga. Like I like that shit on stage, I'm a normal nigga on the couch, But that's how I learned it, And then like in high school, I was in a rap group. Well, older homies were doing rap shit that I was fond of, I'm not gonna name no names, but I've got some influences, you know what I'm saying? And I loved that shit, So I was in a live rap group called Earthmen, and Earthmen was a live group with like keys, guitar, bass, drums, the whole nine.
When was this?
This was in high school, like 10th grade, 11th grade. So this was like 02. So like, we're doing shows at the Whiskey, Knitting Factory. We're selling this shit out. I'm feeling this shit. Girls would come up to me saying this, that, and the third. My rap name was Tony P at the time, Tony Phenom. Shit went hard for 2002, And I left it alone for a little while. And then I left it alone for a little while, and like I went to school and I started thinking, okay, let me do like management and executive producing and stuff. So I started managing some producers and some groups. But with all due respect to the people I was working with, I felt like I was either as good or if not better. So like the itches started coming back. I was like, bro, you need to do this shit. And on some like smart nigga shit, the economy was at an all-time low, obviously. So my whole thing was if I'm gonna chase a dream, the appropriate time is now, you feel me? I was like, niggas can't get a job. You know how to rap, nigga, get back into it. And then I was using it, I know it's this long answer, but then I was using it as like a ploy to show labels what I was capable of. I was like, let me make a star out of myself. And if a nigga can do it to himself, you know what I'm saying? Like, why can't he make another nigga into somebody? You know what I'm saying? But then, you reach a point artistically where it's like, why are you bothering to do it unless you dive into it 1,000%? So it wasn't about what to prove, it was about me doing me, So that was probably 3 years ago. I put on my first tape about a year ago. And I'm on my 3rd tape now. Shit goes hard, I like it, people like it. So yeah.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
How or in what way did you get your name? Why that name, Strange?
Dope question. And I'm not gonna name her name, but you know the girl that it involves. Oh. So
we gonna talk about that off camera.
Off top. It's gonna stay off camera.
Yeah.
She's a pretty smart girl. She's a good one. Anyway, she's had like some niggas she's with for like 9 years now. Anyway, so I was talking to a girl that like it was loose, but like it was understood that I was into her and she was like feeling me, right? And this is real casual, corny shit, but I was like online or some shit. And we were talking and we were talking about like, oh, I was taking her out and then I was talking about something else we should do. She was like, I was like, so what's good? You want to see a movie? I was like, no, scratch all that. Let's like rent a movie, chill at the house, twist one, whatever. She's like, okay. And then one thing led to another. She said, oh, I see that you like Dr. Strangelove because I put it in one of my categories of like, oh, movies I fuck with Dr. Strangelove. And on some corny shit, my nigga, I was like, word? I said some jokes like, oh, I'll be your Dr. Strangelove, like, ha, 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 ha. And then like she started cracking up too, niggas are gassing, and I was like, nigga, Strangelove? So Strangelove is hard. Like, I might do this shit. And then my producer, Jason Ingram, you know Jay?
Yeah.
Stupid talented. So blessed to be working with this nigga, man. He was like, yo, drop the doctor. That shit is corny, my nigga. And so we ran with Strangelove, and ever since it's been strange. All strange everything. I don't give a fuck. I don't look like no other nigga you've been interviewing. Like, it just is what it is, you know? So that's how I got that name. It's very simple, my nigga. Like, I wish I had another story for you. You know what I'm saying? This is the real one. I might tell a fake one on another site, you know what I'm saying? But it's the real story, you know?
Great, I get the exclusive. When it comes to your style of hip hop or the way that you do your thing, like, how would you describe it?
It's really hard to describe my music, you know what I mean? My producer, who plays a huge part in my music, may describe my music differently than I do. We make it together, you know what I mean? So with that said, you may describe it differently than I do, you know? But me in particular, I feel like there's some very West Coast, current Andre 3000 kind of shit in there. Love 3 Stacks. God only knows that nigga just, what has he not contributed to hip hop, my nigga? Like, that's a code. That nigga's just, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'll throw on Vibrate. Like, I'm thinking about doing some mixtape shit where it's like, not, cause everything I put out is original. There's not all my catalog so far, nigga, is all original music, you know? So I'm thinking about putting over some shit, like putting some shit over some beats that I really, really fuck with. And the first one that always comes to mind is fucking Triple Stacks fucking Vibrate. And just go off, you know what I mean? So anyway, Triple Stacks, I like to say some of my shit's in there. It's not people that I feel like I sound like, but like other people that I feel like are doing similar kind of stuff. Like me and Danny Brown don't sound alike at all, but in terms of like the boundaries he's trying to push and his certain level of conscious I don't give a fuck, it's something I feel like I'm doing and something I admire. You know, being different but not intentionally. Like, this is me, this is where like my path is taking me. Like, that nigga, I don't want to speak on this nigga like I know him, but like I could tell like his path, like where he was when he first started as to where he is now. I fuck with it. It's a very sincere like thing where he's at right now, you know?
Right.